night. I'm meteorologist Olga Breeze for KOAT7.
At 11:07, Albuquerque is looking quite beautiful, has a temperature of 42 degrees. Santa Fe is 38, 96.3. News Radio, KKOB.
Good morning, New Mexico. This is Dennis, and this is the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio. We are going to be talking about cars for the next hour. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to have a good time. I got just a few things to talk about. Just a huge weekend, recovering from Thanksgiving. Black Friday was insane in Los Lunas. In fact, the Ford store last night was open until they had customers there until about 11:50 last night, so almost a midnight madness sale. It was just insane. And we've got Small Business Saturday going on today. And so just all kinds of things to talk about. And we are going to be talking about cars. We're also going to be talking a little tech corner here coming up at the bottom of the hour. And what else are we going to talk about? I don't know. We're going to talk about some other stuff. How you doing, Jerry?
Living the dream.
All
turkified.
It is just Jerry and I today. Mr. Todd. Just Jerry and I, because the star of the show, Todd, was back at the store because the service department today was crazy. And so he was there trying to help customers and closing out the end of the month and taking care of Saturday specials. And so he's back there actually working while I come up here and hang out with y'all.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had a really, really big Black Friday. The Black Friday sales event just had all kinds of people coming in. And we made some automotive dreams come true, so it was pretty good. If you are looking for a vehicle, we are sponsored by Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Malloy Ford, and something else. Oh, Malloy Commercial and our Budget Used Car Center, all at one location in Los Lunas. Easy to find, right there on the corner of I-25 and Main Street in Los Lunas. Easy to find. You see us right on the interstate. So how was your Thanksgiving, Jerry?
It was very turkified.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we ate a little bit late.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took the turkey out last Sunday. It was still completely frozen Thursday morning. Our 2:00 dinner turned into a 6:00 dinner.
Oh, that's not too bad.
We got it out and it came out perfect. So
you have to watch some football and everything else.
Yeah.
They were talking. I was listening to somebody the other day.
Green Bay won. So my father-in-law who was over there watching at our place. He was quite happy.
A lot of people at the store were happy because Dallas won.
Yeah.
And, you know what are you gonna
I was
do?
rooting for you.
What are you gonna do?
KC.
Watch some football. We took a road trip. My wife and I loaded up the camper, hooked up the Silverado to the camper, and went to Tucson.
Oh, nice!
And went to see the cactus. We'd never been down there to see the saguaro. Saguaro, I don't know how you say it. Saguaro,
just saguaro. Sure. That's how I say it. That's probably wrong.
There's a national park down there in Tucson, and we went down there. Silverado pulled the camper. Great. It was a beautiful trip, except here's the story. Here's the backstory. We were off-road. We got on this trail in the Silverado, and driving through, looking at all the cactus, hit a rock that was sticking up out of the road right in the middle of my tire. And boom, pop, psh,
man.
Flat tire, 6 miles out on this road. Of course, nobody wants to come save you. So we were out there changing tires in the desert. Happy it wasn't 118 degrees.
Good thing it wasn't August.
But it made something happen. While we're talking about this, just remember that if you're looking for a vehicle, get on down to Los Lunas today. There's all kinds of specials going on. You can call the stores directly at 505-451-0714. I got to throw that in so Mr. Malloy's happy. Make a phone call, get down there, take advantage of some of the deals that we're going to be talking about here in a little bit. But when we had that flat tire, a couple of things. One, we actually, because we were kind of, when I got the jack out, I was trying to jack the thing up. It's in the dust and the sand and the dirt, and I wasn't real confident in that jack. So we called OnStar, and OnStar, the towing company, they dispatched a towing company, and sure enough, they showed up. Now they showed up after I'd finished, but they went ahead and came out. The driver had called me and said, "Well, how far are you out there? Is it muddy?" And I was like, "No, there's no mud." It had been raining quite a bit down there, but they actually did come out. He helped me put everything back and made sure everything was good. But that OnStar service that you get with Chevrolet is pretty awesome. We were just talking about it, and that OnStar service is there's a little subscription cost to continue it. You get a trial when you first purchase a Chevrolet, but it's worth every penny, I tell you. But then something happened. The very next morning, I needed to get a new tire, and I work at a car dealership, right? So I haven't been a customer in the service drive for a very long time. I mean, if I need something done, I just bring it in and they take care of it. And it really was an interesting experience going through that service process. It really helped kind of solidify some things. And when I got back this week, we were talking about it with all our service people, because the the amount of attention that the dealership that we stopped at in Tucson gave me when we were changing the tire. They kept me up to date on the process, and they really did a good job. And that's really what we're striving for down there in Los Lunas. So if you have a service issue, please give us a chance. Malloy Ford, Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. Our service departments are really working. We've got some awesome software that helps us keep in touch with customers. Nobody's perfect, but it really was a kind of an eye-opening experience, that no matter what the problem is. Because I was looking around for a tire, and with the tire price match guarantee, there's no reason to go anywhere else. So I went to the Chevrolet dealer, and they took care of me and got me in and out. It was a really interesting experience. So if you need service, keep us in mind. We've got 3 certified service departments at the Jeep store, at the Chevy store, at the Ford store, all striving to give you that level of customer satisfaction when you come in and visit. And so we've got just all kinds of things going on down there. If you are looking for a vehicle, please keep in mind Black Friday specials are running all the way through Monday. We are going to be open today, all day. Going to be open tomorrow on Sunday. Going to be there on Monday, all day. And if we have to stay till midnight again, come on, let's go. We're going to do it. But we've got a lot of things going on down there. We're going to talk about some of those specials coming up. If you want to reach the store, 505-451-0714, 505-451-0714. If you've got a vehicle question that you want to get in touch with us about that we can try and answer on the air. No, Todd's not here, but I got him on speed dial. And I play dumb on TV, but I do know a couple of things about taking care of your car too. So if you've got a question, text it in 505-243-3333. We'll try and get you an answer on the air. If I have to call a friend and ask Todd a question, I'll do it. Or if we need to get back to you, we'll do that as well. As we roll on, we're going to talk about some things. Some of the things that we're going to talk about is transmissions. We're going to be talking a little bit about some different transmission issues that have come up over the past week. We're going to be talking about some of the things that have come through our service drive. And we're also going to be talking about some of the things that we're thankful for as we go through this weekend. There's a lot of things there in Los Lunas that we are super thankful for, and we're going to be talking about those. And we've got some of the specials that are going on. I mean, Ford's running a huge year-end event that has, I'm pulling out my paper here. The Ford year-end sales event, 0% interest, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, you get a 90-day trial of Blue Cruise. There you go, Jerry. We were just talking about Blue Cruise off the air. You get a 90-day trial of that, and that's on 25 Explorers, Escapes, F-150s, and the Mustang Mach-E's. We've also got lease specials there at the Ford store. We've got Sheffels. We've got specials going on at the Chevy store, and Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has some deals going on. We're going to talk about those when we get back. We're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back and go over some things and talk about a specific kind of transmission and if it's good or if it's bad. So we're going to be doing that on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB.
Are you ready for a new Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, or Ram? There's only one location where you can choose from the top American brands, Malloy Los Lunas. And if you're ready for savings, check out this 2018 Kia Soul, sale priced at $12,998, or a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica, sale priced at $18,990, or a 2019 Nissan Rogue, sale priced at $17,655. If you need a new car, Malloy Los Lunas is ready for you. Call today, 505-451-0714, or visit MalloyLosLunas.com. CD 25245BD 25022 ACP 08958, not including tax license, $399.50, dealer service transfer fee, CD over.
Thanksgiving is all about gratitude, family, and making memories. It's one of the few times each year when loved ones gather around the table to share stories, laughter, and possibly some debates. But if your celebration includes a little too much cheer or too much drama, don't take chances. Take a ride on us. This station has teamed up with Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services, Santa Fe County DWI Program, Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Injury Lawyers, and Sandia Resort and Casino to help end DWI. Here's how. Open your Uber app, go to vouchers, and enter NM Turkey 25 in all caps. Then enjoy a day of football, feasting, and holiday toasts. If you've had one too many, request your Uber and we'll cover up to $10. This offer is good for the first 2,500 users from Wednesday, November 26th at 6 a.m. through Monday, December 1st at 2 a.m. Limit 2 rides per person. Together, we can end DWI.
Albuquerque, listen closely. This is the Black Friday sale you never thought would happen. John Thomas Jewelers is moving and everything, yes, everything must go before we relocate. Starting right now and only through Black Friday, you can save up to 70% on fine jewelry. That's not a typo and it's not a gimmick. Up to 70% off diamonds, engagement rings, designer collections, men's and women's jewelry, the largest discounts we've ever offered. Why? Because we refuse to move it all to the new showroom. This is a true moving sale. When a piece is gone, it's gone. No holds, no restocks, no second chances. If you're thinking of proposing, just go. If you need a Christmas gift that stops someone in their tracks, go. If you've been waiting for the right moment to upgrade, this is it. We've been voted best jeweler in Albuquerque 5 years running, and right now, offering savings so big they may never return. The moving sale at John Thomas Jewelers starts Black Friday week, but the best pieces won't last days, they'll last hours. Get here today. John Thomas Jewelers, up to 70% off. Before the move, before the holidays, before someone else gets the piece you wanted. Details at johnthomasjewelers.com.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage New Mexico can count on.
From Las Vegas to Los Lunas, this is 96.3 News Radio, KKOB.
And that's right. From Las Vegas to Los Lunas, we are talking about cars on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be talking about some transmission things that came up over the week, and we're going to be talking about some other things. I forgot to mention, we've been playing with cameras in here. If you did want to view the show, good luck. Go on to YouTube. Search something KKOB.
Go to YouTube. Save this for the professionals. Search at News Radio KKOB, no spaces. News Radio KKOB. It'll take you to our page, and you'll see us bright and shiny on the live page. Click on the live page tab also. Okay. There's some pre-recorded that I uploaded, and that's usually what pops up first. But
fantastic. So if you wanted to check that out,
you can see our bright shining faces, or at least yours.
Yeah.
I'm hiding.
Again, if you want to do that,
not so much now.
More power to you. Now Jerry's on.
You're much better looking than me.
I also saw it was so busy yesterday at the dealership that it wasn't until 7:30, 8 o'clock that I kind of looked and saw that the Lobos won yesterday. So good game for the Lobos. Yeah. Just an awesome job. It was cool to see too. They had a bunch of people there, 30,000 people there. So that was a really good thing. Yeah. And it's just kind of cool for Albuquerque and for New Mexico. And so it was kind of cool to see, but I couldn't even think about it until later in the night. And yeah, so, but if you,
can I say,
yeah,
I'm an Aggie. I went to NMSU. And I'm excited for the Lobos this year. I just, I couldn't be more proud.
It's good.
Now my wife's a Lobo, so we're
Yeah.
a split household.
Oh, that's all right. But yeah, that was kind of a cool thing. On the break there, Jerry and I were talking about this show that we've gotten addicted to, talking about Albuquerque and New Mexico. And I hate to plug something. I hate to plug like a TV station, but if y'all don't have Apple TV and y'all haven't been watching the show called Pluribus,
worth it.
You need to do it.
It's worth it.
It is such a trip. And I won't give you any spoilers because you got to but you got to ease into.
Well, the name of the title of this last episode was "Got Milk," so it makes me want to go get some milk.
Yeah. But there's it's all around Albuquerque, and we were trying to figure out. My wife and I were trying to figure out because we live over on the west side. And so we're trying to figure out where this house is that they do most of the filming at. And we think it's over by the petroglyphs, which is kind of close to where we are. But now we're driving around looking for this stupid house because this show is just awesome. So anyway, I hate to plug something that's not a car, but that show, if you got some time to kill, hook up Apple TV and watch that show. It's a pretty good show. And it really focuses in on Albuquerque. I mean, they're all over. They're just all over Albuquerque. And in that last episode, I will say this, in the last episode, it was Albuquerque at the end there, the way it should be. Yeah. You have to watch the show to find out what that is. A cliffhanger for you. But if you are looking for a vehicle to drive around in Albuquerque, we've got some deals. I told you about the Ford specials. Chevy's got their holiday red tag sales event. That gets you up to $6,000 off a new 2025 Silverado. 0% interest is available on 26 Silverados, Equinox Trailblazers, and Equinox EVs. I usually tell y'all what I drove up in, and that's what I drove up in today was an Equinox EV. And it was a new Equinox EV. Drove up here, love those things. They do really well. Even though tax credits went away for the federal tax credit and went through all that nonsense, people are still interested in electric vehicles. The Equinox EV is an affordable electric vehicle. The one I'm driving today, I think MSRP is like $42,000, $43,000. Just beautiful vehicles, great ride on the road. The Mustang Mach-E's, I mean, they're just as hot now as they were when the federal government was giving away money. They're just as popular right now, and we sell them as soon as we get them. So there's still an interest in EVs. So if you're looking for that, you can get 0% interest on an Equinox EV. And then let's not forget about the boys at the bottom of the hill, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. They've got Black Friday deals out all weekend, like $4,000 off a new Ram 2500. So if you're looking for a heavy duty truck, you can get up to $4,000 off a new Ram 25 or 3500. And up to $7,500 off a Ram 1500. And there are a couple of select units that you could save up to. We've got a couple of select units that you could save up to $12,000 off a brand new 25 Ram. Jeep's got all kinds of deals. Cherokees. If you're looking for a Gladiator, you can get up to $7,500 cash back. And even on Wranglers, there's not always a lot of specials on Wranglers because they're pretty popular and the manufacturer doesn't feel like they need to throw any money at them. But you can get a lease payment on a Wrangler right now for $359 a month. There's all kinds of disclosures that I got to give you on that, but just know that you can get a $359 lease on a Wrangler. And I think that's sign and drive. I don't think that there's a down payment on that, but check with the store for details on that. And if you need a van, Jerry, you can get
Jerry J.
Jerry needs a van.
Jerry
Soccer
mom van.
Chrysler's offering up to $5,000 cash back on select Pacifica vans.
Really?
Yeah. And they've got, and I don't understand it, but it's okay because they're kind of useful to have. Chrysler also has the Voyager out again. So you can choose between the Pacifica and the Voyager if you're looking for a van. They've really got the market cornered on that. Hey, look, Miami scored. So if you're looking,
because I'm a fan of my Town and Country.
Yeah.
I like all the bells and whistles and the under floor storage.
That's
It's
kind of what
really important.
That's kind of what they did. They've got the Voyager, which kind of is kind of an entry level.
Yeah.
And then they've got the Pacifica, which is real close to like the Town and Country, like the Pacifica. They go up to what do they call it? A Pinnacle or something. But they've got a wide choice of ranges there.
I want the more expensive, but I want the bargain basement.
Yeah.
Is that the
you're gonna get the radio show
level
discount.
Oh, okay.
Just like everybody else listening.
Yeah.
Get on down there and say,
yeah.
hey, you heard us on the radio show.
I'm a friend of Dennis Taylor.
Yeah.
Close personal friend.
Yeah.
They'll believe me. They'll take care of you.
I know. I got people calling me all the time.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
So do you.
Yeah. But if you're looking for a vehicle, get on down to Los Lunas. No kidding. I mean, it was, I am not exaggerating with the excitement that was there yesterday. I mean, people there till midnight buying cars and just, all kinds of stuff. Used vehicles. We sold a used Honda Accord last night. Great deal on that. We sold what else? What was it? A couple of Mustangs, just all kinds of things going out. And there was already people there this morning when I left. So if you're looking for a vehicle, get on down there. Hey, talking about the YouTube broadcast, we're working on something and I hope to have it up here in the next couple of weeks, but we're going to start doing an auto show after hours podcast. So along with what we're doing here on the radio, we're going to start doing a little podcast, which is going to let us get a little bit more in depth on maybe some technical issues, some tech questions, also get a little more in depth on kind of behind the scenes stuff at the dealership. Whether it's stuff going on with the manufacturers that maybe, we don't talk about or we don't get time to talk about here on the radio, or if just whatever comes up at the dealership. So we're working on that. We've kind of got that lined up. But
so it's the Malloy Los Lunas after party.
It is kind of
after party.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we named it the Auto Show.
Woo, woo.
Auto Show After Hours is the podcast, and it ain't live yet. Woot woot. But you can look for it in the next few weeks here. We're going to try and get that going live. I promised that we were going to talk about transmissions, but I only got 30 seconds. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to roll into Tech Corner, even though it's kind of a handicapped roll into Tech Corner because it's just me. But I will share my limited knowledge with you. And if you've got any questions, text them in. We've got a couple of questions on the text right now that we're going to get to. And when we come back, we're going to cover Tech Corner and we're going to go over some of these specials. And we're going to focus in on a transmission that some people think's good and some people think's bad. And we're going to do all of that when we come back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB.
Lobo fans, it's basketball season in the pit. Don't miss your chance to see New Mexico men's and women's basketball light up the court all season long. Feel the roar, hear the howl, experience the energy that only Lobo Nation can bring. Tickets are on sale now, so grab yours at golobos.com and be part of the action. Let's pack the pit and show everyone why there's nothing like Lobo basketball.
Make your holiday party unforgettable at Tucano's Brazilian Grill. Whether you're catering the family, friends, or business at the vibrant downtown location or having Tucano's cater to you, your group will love the flame grilled flavors, festive setting, and unforgettable experience. Delicious meats, the signature salad festival, and warm service make every event a celebration. Book your party or catering today. Tucano's Brazilian Grill, First and Central in Albuquerque.
Hi, I'm Drew Barrymore, and I want to tell you how you can help to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you give, you're helping ensure families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. This holiday, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
And we are back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio. I don't get tech music because Todd's not here. I'm not worthy of tech music. That's okay, Jerry. No, it's all right. It's all right. No, it's fine. No, don't. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's me paying attention to.
Yeah,
I'm still in a turkey coma, man.
So that's the question, right? How long can you eat the leftovers? 72-hour rule?
Actually, I've already put the carcass in the freezer, so that's going to make a soup here in about a week or so. And yeah, I'll probably go 3 days. Today it'll be sandwich though.
Okay.
Turkey sandwich
Turkey
with a little,
sandwich today.
Dressing. A little,
Oh yeah. I used up
cranberry.
I used up all the cranberry. We got some stuff from
Duke's mayonnaise. Got to use the good heavy duty Duke's.
Oh yeah. We used to. We got some stuff, and I think it was from the farm. I can't remember their name. It's a local farm that delivers stuff to us, and they have
Sanderson.
No, Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Yeah.
But that's
the actor.
They had I don't know. But they had this cranberry sauce with like I don't even know. It had like it was awesome.
Really?
I'm scrolling through here looking at some of my text messages, and this popped up on my Instagram feed. Hooters server arrested after dumping entire tray of drinks on table that left a 73-cent tip. And they have a picture of her getting into the police car. It was funny. So leave a better tip for your servers, please.
Yes.
Hey, if you're looking for a vehicle, get on down to Los Lunas. We've got all kinds of specials going on, including our used car department. We have got some hot deals going on in our used car department. If you're if you're looking for a used car, we've got prices starting as low as under 10 grand, like $9,900 on a couple of vehicles. So if you're looking for a deal this weekend, get on down to Los Lunas because our used car department's rolling. Okay, let's get into Tech Corner minus the music. Let's start off with a couple of things. Let's start off with something that happened. Been talking to a customer this week who's got a transmission issue, and the transmission issue is on a transmission that is a CVT, which is what's a CVT? Constant velocity transmission. So there's a difference in the way that these transmissions are built, and they were all the rage 5 or 6 years ago, 10 years ago. Everybody was using CVT transmissions. It's different in the fact that there aren't normal gears. Like if a normal transmission, like a Chevrolet, like a GM 8-speed or 10-speed transmission goes bad, you can break it open and rebuild it. CVT transmissions don't really give you that because it's all pressure plates and pressure sensors, and there's nothing really internally that you can rebuild. But several years ago, that was kind of all the thing. Everybody was going to CVT transmissions. They do tend to give you a little better gas mileage, because it's never picked on a certain gear ratio. It's always shifting, looking for that perfect gear ratio to give you the best economy.
And it's got no shift points.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing.
And so, but the problem with them that we've come to find out now, and a lot of manufacturers have switched away from them, is that there's nothing you could do for them. There's really, if it goes bad, it goes bad. You got to replace it. And so when you're looking for a vehicle, like if you're looking for a used vehicle or something like that, look at those things. Take a look and see, what kind of transmission does this have? It's not that CVTs are bad, but just understand there's limited service that can be done to those. So if you do choose to get a CVT, make sure that you get a service contract with that, just in case. If you're going to drive it for a lot of miles, it might be something to consider. Okay, we've got a couple of questions on the text line. One is not a text question, but I will answer this. If we think that Ford will ever put a Coyote V8 and a stick shift in a Bronco, hell yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're ever going to do it. But Jeep had gotten away from the Hemi, right? When Dodge said, "Oh, we're not going to do Hemis anymore." And now they've got the Hemi back. So Jeep's coming back with the 392 in the Wrangler. So they've got the 392 Wrangler in that. And so you never know. Ford might want to match that now that Jeep's throwing that back into the Wrangler, because Ford's really concentrating on taking business away from Jeep, really kind of targeting in. And they're doing actually a pretty good job. We've had a huge Bronco month this month, all kinds of customers looking at Broncos, and they've shopped between them, right? And that's the benefit of coming to Los Lunas. If you want to look at a Wrangler and you want to look at a Bronco side by side, they're different purpose-built vehicles. I mean, Wrangler is kind of true off-road. That's what it's kind of built for. But Bronco's more kind of 90% on-road and a little bit off-road, right?
Yeah.
Although the Sasquatch package and the off-road packages that they have are truly awesome, and they've got great capability, but they're a little bit different purpose-built. So do I think they're going to do that? No. Would I like that they did that? Yeah, that would be awesome. And with the manual transmission, as Jerry and I were talking about it, there's so very few vehicles that come with a manual transmission available anymore. People just don't know how to drive them. I mean, I've got some of my lube techs that are younger, and we get a stick shift vehicle in, and they got to have help moving it into the bay because they've never driven one. And so there's a lot of people that just don't know how to drive them. So there's not a lot of demand for those stick shift vehicles, but I like the idea. I'll pass it up the food chain. Not that it means anything when I say to Ford, but I think they should. Let's talk about a 2018 Ford F-150. It's got a 3.5 liter EcoBoost, 112,000 miles. And it's the concern on this one is a kind of intermittent off and on shudder during light acceleration around 40 to 55 miles per hour. There's a lot of things that could be. It's kind of an open-ended kind of concern there. It could be something in the transmission. Could be something, maybe the torque converter, or it could just be something as simple as maybe we need to do a transmission service. Maybe there needs to be a fluid check on that. You typically don't. With 112,000 miles, it may be something that never had the transmission looked at. So you might want to do that. I will tell you, and Todd and I have talked about it before, when you get a vehicle that 100,000 miles, okay, But you get a vehicle with 200,000 miles and the transmission's never been cracked open, leave it alone. Just don't flush it, don't do anything to it, because everything's kind of lived together for so long, you want to leave it alone. But that could be a problem. It could also be something in the actual in the engine itself. We'd probably need to get it in to kind of diagnose exactly what that is. But if it's a slight miss in the engine, it could be something as simple as just checking the plug wires and making sure there's not a miss in the engine. That's at least my amateur view of that question. Let's see what other questions we got, Jerry. Well, we got a bunch of vehicles with a bunch of miles. Got a 145,000 mile 2014, speaking of Jeep Wranglers, with a 3.6 liter in it. And this says a ticking noise on cold startup. And
is that the clock?
Yeah, could be the clock. I probably had a digital clock.
I'm the super amateur on this.
There's a couple of things. Typically that's a lifter noise, and so it could be the lifters just sticking. I know on some of the 3.6s, as they age, that's something that does come about. And so it could be an early warning of maybe a lifter issue, which isn't a huge deal, but on a 3.6, it is kind of an involved process. But that's probably where I would start, would be, just checking to make sure that it's not a lifter that has a problem. That's probably the first thing that I would say on that one.
I've got a question. It may be more of a Todd question, but how do you feel about some of those additives, the gasoline additives like Lucas Oil? I know makes one, STP, throwback in more so in the old days. Will that actually help clean some of the deposits on the lifters? Is that a possibility? Gum Out, another brand.
Yeah.
What's your amateur feeling?
My amateur feeling on that is
by throwing you a curveball.
My amateur feeling on that is that if it is a lifter, it's probably not due to buildup.
Okay.
But it's
more wear.
Yeah, okay. Probably a wear thing.
And that ain't gonna do nothing for wear.
Probably not. And if it's just in the morning and it's just, got 145,000 miles on it, just keep driving it till it blows up. Then come get a new one. Then come get a new one. That's an easy question. Got a text question here. Can we replace it?
I think that's just the CVT.
The CVT.
It's not my wife, Therese. That is, can one replace Therese CVT transmission? I'm told it's not really worth it.
Well,
doing it.
Depending on your vehicle.
Yeah.
We've for this customer that we were dealing with the past couple of days, this is on a vehicle. It's got almost 100,000 miles on it. And if the engine itself is fine and you just have a transmission problem and you don't want to invest into a new vehicle, is it worth swapping it out? Yeah. Sure.
Have you been taking care of it? Have you been riding it hard and putting it away wet?
If you get you can get like a GM original equipment replacement transmission, that's got a warranty. Even you can get used CVT transmissions. We found one for a customer the other day that had 8,000 miles on it, and it was about $3,000 less than a new one. Didn't come with as long a warranty on it. It was only a 12-month, 12,000 mile warranty. But is it worth replacing? Yeah, if you want to keep the vehicle, you can replace them. You just can't rebuild them. There are shops that rebuild them, and that's all that they do is rebuild those. And you've got to have special tools, and it's a nightmare. So I wouldn't rebuild it, but replacing it, yeah, if you find the right one. Sure. What do we got here? Well, I'm just rolling through the time here. I ain't even got to anything else. Here, let's go to this. We've got, I want to do one more here. This is an easy one. I like it. It's a 2017 Subaru Outback 2.5 with 84,000 miles on it. Again, all y'all with these 50,000 mile, 140,000 mile vehicles,
Come get a new
y'all
car.
need to come to Los Lunas today. Get on down there and get a new car. No, this is a Subaru Outback 2.5 engine with 84,000 miles. Low speed binding feeling when turning sharply. So there's a couple of things that could be. I'm thinking one could be just the differential. If the differential is failing, it could cause that. On anything that's all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, you also want to consider too that you have the matched set of tires. If you've got a mismatched set of tires on a four-wheel drive vehicle or an all-wheel drive vehicle, you may want to check out and see. It could be just a tire issue. If you don't have the right size tires on the vehicle, it could cause that. But that's typically on an all-wheel drive vehicle like that, something in the differential, or like I said, it could be a tire issue as well. But we've got a lot of things that I've got questions on, and I'm out of time. But when we come back, we are going to talk about some of the things that we are thankful for in Los Lunas at the dealership, some of the things that I'm thankful for as we roll through this Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, after Thanksgiving special blowout bonanza that we're doing here on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show. And so when we come back, we're going to talk about that on 96.3 News Radio KKOB. Where's Bob going now? Bob's taking another
Ireland.
trip. Bob's going to Ireland?
Ireland.
Man, I just heard Guinness at the end, and it caught my attention.
Yeah, they're going to the Guinness plant.
Yeah.
They will leave eventually. The
Okay.
Guinness plant.
So sounds like a good trip.
Oh, it will be.
Welcome on back to the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio, the final segment. Yeah, I know. We can go longer, I guess. We got the dog show coming up.
We got dog show coming up.
Okay,
Yep.
They'll
be live in studio today.
They might get upset if I go longer, so we won't. But y'all listen.
You want to talk dogs and cats?
I like dogs. We took our dogs to Tucson. They had a great time out there.
I bet.
Yeah, threw them in the camper and they loved it in there. Again, happy it wasn't August and 118 degrees, but they liked the weather that was out there then. Okay, so we did have a caller during the break, and we didn't. I kind of wanted to move on, but he was asking a question about gas detergents, like gas additives, like fuel additives, if they're worth it. And on an older vehicle, I think this was a 2014 F-150.
Yeah.
That there's nothing wrong with using them. On newer vehicles, they've got they're so computerized and they're so finely tuned that typically you don't need to use them. But
and after I kept talking to him, and I think that the additive is probably going to be better in his 2007 Ultima.
Yeah.
And that's having a little bit of starting issues, a little bit of that, and trying some of those might help.
So it might help. Doesn't always do what you want it to do, but there's nothing wrong with it. But
I know I gassed up at a cheap gas station a couple 3-4 years ago, and the car was like real sluggish, real slow, kept stalling, and I think there was water in the tank. So I got the water remover, and then I followed it up by doing after a couple tankfuls, I got some of the additives, and it purred like a kitten after
there
that.
You go. Todd and I talk all the time about putting the DEF fluid into the diesel tank or putting gasoline into the diesel tank. Don't do that. The additive won't help you there. But hey, we wanted to talk about some of the things that we're thankful for, in Los Lunas, and we're thankful for the people. We've got such a great team going on in Los Lunas. From our technicians, our certified technicians. They had a great Thanksgiving. I was talking to a lot of them, and nobody blew up a turkey. A couple of them deep fried them, but nothing blew anything up, so that was good. But we're thankful for the people. We've got a great group of people that have been with us for quite a while. Our salespeople, our sales managers. The guys that stay till midnight helping customers out. We appreciate what everybody down there does. If you listen to the radio or you watch TV, you've heard me say, cars are cheaper in the country. But when we talk about that country atmosphere down there, it's true. Like I said at the beginning of the show, when I was in Tucson, I had to be a customer in a car dealership, and I hadn't done that in a very long time. And it was interesting to see. And Tucson's not a huge city, but it's a big city. I guess it's probably about the same size as Albuquerque, maybe a little bit bigger. But the dealership that I went to is a nice dealership, nice people, it treated me well. But it was interesting to see the difference between how we run things in Los Lunas and how they run things in the city. And that's just what we do. And so we're really thankful for the people. We're thankful for our relationships with the manufacturers that we have. We love our relationship with Ford, with all of the support that we get from Ford, Chevrolet, and General Motors, Stellantis and Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. All of our relationships with the manufacturers are super important to us. And so we're thankful for those. Just on a personal note, I'm thankful for all the people that we deal with. I'm also thankful for the Malloy family. We talked about Small Business Saturday, and this is the day to go support local business. And there's nothing wrong with going to a chain and going to, I won't call them out, but Best Buy or somewhere and buying a TV or Walmart or wherever. But, if you can go to a local business today and do some shopping, and that's one of the things that I appreciate about the Malloy family is that they have owned dealerships in New Mexico for over 60 years, almost 70 years of serving New Mexico. And yeah, the Malloys have several dealerships, but they're all locally owned. There's a member of the Malloy family in all of these dealerships that is there on a daily basis, helping run the store, helping deal with customers. And that's one of the things that we appreciate about working with the Malloy family. And so when we think about some of the things that we're thankful for, that's one of the things. And again, it's a difference, right? When you go to a big store that's owned by a large group like Group One, and again, I'm not calling people out, I'm just naming large automotive dealerships that are all across the country. Yeah, they've got local people working there, but they're making decisions on a national level. And so when you can go support a small business and a local business today, please do it. Please go and visit a local store, a local company that is going to reinvest that money back into New Mexico, is going to support, like we do with the high schools with Valencia and Los Lunas and Belen, and the things that we do in the community. So support your local business today. Get down and find a small business that you can support today, and that is really, really important. And we appreciate also all of our listeners, all 14 of you. I think we're up to 14 now. And thanks for tuning in. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Todd's going to join me. I'm going to tie him up and bring him here, and I'll have my co-host back. But we're always appreciative, too, of you, Jerry. Thank you for everything that you do for us.
Right back at you.
And if you're looking for a car, get on down to Los Lunas. Come on. It's time to buy a car.